Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. We are doing well on this 26th of August. Another pointless video, but how many of my videos are pointless? So, this morning, you guys know me. I like to go out at night, during the night, right? I like to go nature corn, either super early, super late. So, this morning, this is kind of like a crazy coincidence. I went out a lot later on, right? And it's a beautiful thing. It's such a it's a pointless videos, but I'm so happy to make this video. Um, so we went out further than usual because there were supposed to be fogs, and the fog was around 7 o'clock. I usually go at 5:40, 6 o'clock. So 7 o'clock is I'm on my way back because again we got the camera, we got the batteries of the skateboard, right? So I'm trying to do like something that is akin to making content, but respecting the limits of the equipment that I have. Respecting the equipment that I have is super important because when the equipment lasts, this phone is a gem. There's nothing better right now. And I'm not gonna get the 25, so we have to take care of it. However, this is not a video, so we left at 7 o'clock because they told me it was gonna be fog. So I said okay. And then what I did was it's completely insane. I can't believe this happened. So 2 days ago, right? We went on a nature corner in the morning. The issue is I went okay. So what I'd like to do is I either go west or east. I don't go north and south because S and west are two city. East is gonna be LaSalle and west is gonna be Dorval. I live in Lachine. Right? North is the highway and south is the I believe the industrial park, but I'm not sure. But I don't go there. So 2 days ago, I go out in the morning, and okay, guess what? I'm gonna go east because the sun is rising, and the sun rises to the east, right? So I go to the east. Now 2 days after, I'm seeing the fog, and I'm like, it's perfect because I'm gonna be able to go to the west. That way, even though it's 1 week, you get content from the east and the west, and then I take a week where I'm more so doing east. Okay, so little trick I'm gonna give you guys. What I usually do in secret, I go east and west during the day, right? On 1 week, and then last week we go a different path, but still to the east and the west in night stroll. So it does feel like very different, but it's not that different, right? The angle is still the same, the route is still the same. It's the surrounding that's different, right? So I'm in the I'm in the I'm on a path, right? And because there's fog this morning, I'm like, holy shit, I have to change path. So I changed path a little bit. Instead of going east and west, I go east, 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 east. I come back, and I'm like, I look at the time, and it's 8 o'clock. And for whatever fucking reason, right? And that was a mistake on my part, right? It's not a big mistake. It's one of the not one of the things that I have to apologize for. However, it was kind of cool because I was like, let's see if the boys are there because there's still some coworker that are working there. There's two coworker in particular. So I go in and I travel and I travel and I travel and I go there, right? And I was expecting only to see the cars, but the door was open and there's two things that stopped me, and the fact that the door was open was one of the worst things because I I'm at peace with what happened at PCT. I'm at peace with my time at PCT. I'm happy that I worked there for as long as I did, which is 7 years. Once again, 7 years is a long ass time, right? I'm extremely happy that we worked there. However, um, I'm not in a position. I'm gonna say emotionally. I'm gonna look like a wussy, but I'm not in a position emotionally where I'm ready to say goodbye. I spent 7 years of my life in. It's. I did use the term this morning because I talked about this morning on an Instagram, but it's on the GoPro, so you're not gonna be able to see it before a couple of months. Um, so it's like a girlfriend, right? You want to know why you cannot forget your ex-girlfriend? Because you don't have a new girlfriend. When you're gonna have a new girlfriend, the ex-girlfriend is gonna seem boring, right? I'm not trying to be mean. This is the way it is. You moved on. Unless you completely move on, you're still in between. You're still in limbo. So we talked about this yesterday, which was crazy and not planned once again. Yesterday we talked about past, present, and future. Your ex-girlfriend is past, you're in the present. For moving forward, which is the future, you need to have a new girlfriend, right? Um, it doesn't matter how long it takes you. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to heal. But that's the way it works. So I'm not willing to go back into place. right? And it's kind of cool because yesterday we also made a videos on Zone of no this morning, sorry. And again, when I made that video, it was, I'm gonna say that was 6:37, so it wasn't planned. And I was talking about control surroundings, so control environment, which is basically, oh, I'm in a safe place, right? I know my limit and I know how safe I am. So I still from time to time go to the place and I'll look at the building because it's still here. And the healthy thing, because again you're gonna move on, right? But the healthy thing is that building is gonna get destroyed in December. So yeah, we're in August, but so August, September, November. No, man, for fucking, oh my god, October. Hmm? We're October 26th. Let's say September, October, November, December. So that's 4 months. In those 4 months, once again, I had the time to go see the place now, but not that much. We have winter. Am I gonna be able to go to in the winter? No. So in reality, how much time do I truly have there? And I don't know. I have no clue. Um, so it does push another question up. Fucking bees. It does push another question up. That question is, um, do I have to go above and beyond to reach that reach of that zone of control or not? So this morning when I was supposed to do is, I was supposed to see the garage door. Just because it feels familiar. It's a place again that I worked 7 years, but there's more than that. I don't drive, so I used to take the bus to go to home and to go to work, and luckily the bus that takes me home is directly facing the company. So by looking at the bus stop, you can see the company. So for me, seeing the garage door is looking back at years and years of waiting for the bus, you know. And long story short, we continue. The door were open, and it's a fucking shame because just being the door being open, just that barrier. So even though I'm in front of the place, we're gonna go back with the ex girlfriend. You can sit in front of the house. That's fucking creepy, right? But the doors are locked. You're not gonna be able to get in. So the company is still locked. The door was closed. I couldn't go in, right? The door were open, and I was like, holy shit. And I had to fight myself. That desire to go back, that desire to go in and to say hi to the boys was so fucking strong. It's crazy. But again, if I know that if I go and say hi to the boys, it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna restart. And the dream is still to make content. There's gonna be a point in my life very, very soon. I'm talking 2, 3 months where I'm gonna have to try to find for like look for a job, right? That's just a reality. That's just a honesty. Look at the bees, dude. Thankfully, I'm not scared. So I could be a bee farmer. Who knows? I don't want to swallow one. Okay, okay, too close, baby, too close, too close. You can be on the balcony. I don't care, but you don't get close to me, bruh. So yeah, so the door being open was me reaching, and life is so well made. This is the point of this video is the next couple of seconds. I was able to resist going in. You guys know me. You know how important life music is in my life. Guys know me that when I'm on the skateboard, I always will be listening to music, right? Always, 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 always. And I wasn't paying attention. And apparently, one of the boys they saw me come in, and they screamed. They screamed to me for me to come in, but I was listening to music. So one of my really good friends, Shao, fucking shout out Shao, Shao Erwin Batista. Dude, this guy shout at me and say, "Hey, bro, come in, come in." And then Shao, you guys know I've been talking about Shao for a long time. Shao is one of my best friends, and Shao is very understandable of who I am. He's an observer, understand who I am. So he called me and he knew I was listening to music. So when I didn't come in, he wasn't bothered. But he pushed me by saying, "Oh, we called you, but you ran away," knowing that that's gonna not necessarily piss me off, but that's gonna be annoying to me. I didn't run away. just to tease me, right? Just to push me to go. So tomorrow I'm gonna go, and I'm looking forward to it. And I know it's a pointless video, but at the same time, I realized something that is very nonsensical. I haven't been in a situation where I left a company, I left a person, and I had this strength to come back. When I end up when the relationship end, I block or I ghost. Cause I'm like, nah, you're gonna drive me back in. When I lost a job, or well, thankfully most of the job that I've lost were far from home, so I wouldn't go the extra distance to go there. But yeah, for sure I visited people, you know, um, visited. Oh my god, can't believe I'm gonna talk about this. One long video. Let's make a long video. Um, there was this place, right, which is Marie Stéphanie, which you guys know I've worked there, right? And they had Wi-Fi. Back then I didn't have Wi-Fi. And what happened was, even though I was fired, I knew when they closed. So I would wait 20 minutes after the close, and I would go there, and I would wait in the back store, which was an open area, and figure out why. And I would use a password. I would use the Wi-Fi. When it comes to Quebec was another company that I worked at. But Quebec was different. Was very, very different. Quebec was around 300 employees. But you have to understand that Quebec is different, because Quebec is a metal cleaning company, but Quebec is three shifts, so morning, evening, graveyard, right? There's about 80 to 100 person each shift. I believe graveyard is 60, 70, but I'm not sure. Day shift is a lot of people. So yeah, so the reality was I could go. I was working days and I would come at night. I would get. Those were the young days. That's where. That was, I think it was 22 years old ink, 23 years old ink. I would go. I would go. I would go in the cafeteria and just sit there. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. I would have one of these two mega snacks. I would go there. There was a snack machine. I would put a $2. They had Wi-Fi. I didn't have Wi-Fi. I would go there. I would go there for 2 or 3 hours. And yeah, I would watch YouTube. Would eat snack. Oh my god, that was bad, dude. There was the days. Those were the days, though. So, Quebec. I'm gonna come back to Quebec, but Quebec was company back then. I didn't have Wi-Fi. All I wanted to do was work. So I used to work in Dollarama in the morning, which was emptying trucks. Then I used to do 4 hours there, and I used to come back to Quebec to work at 8 hour shifts. So I was possibly working 12 hours a day. So what I would do is I would stay like an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours there. I would go back home and sleep, and then repeat them next morning. But yeah, when that happened, now I had so much cash, and I was like, okay, well, fuck it. I'm gonna take a little break from working, right? It was a 2 month period where I would buy we haven't changed a bit. I would buy a Monster, right? I would buy a snack. I would go to Quebec, sit down in the cafeteria, drink my Monster, and do this. And the only one that knew me was the janitor. Janitor was like, hey, how's it going? Oh, the janitor was nice, bro. He would keep me the journal, the newspaper. But it was sweet. But I would go over there at like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and the journal usually start at 5 o'clock. And the great thing was, it would keep me the journal, but in 3 hours, there was a new one coming out, so it wasn't really useful, but still, the intention counts. But yeah, it's hard to understand, it's hard to believe. You have this emotional attachment to a place. When I went to the apartment for 6 months, when I had dream, I was dreaming that I was still in my father's house, which is very, very strange, but Anywho, I love this metal. See you guys soon. Take it easy. Then I love making content.